What's up everybody, my name is Justin. Welcome to my channel, 502 Fragrance Views, where the goal of my channel is to give you recommendations for great fragrances, as well as be the bridge between people that are knowledgeable about fragrances and people that aren't as knowledgeable about fragrances. I know I'm late when it comes to putting out this video because there's a lot of other YouTubers that's already put out their fall list, winter list, fall winter list, but that's okay because I didn't want to rush putting out this video because this is my very first video on my channel and I'm very excited. So if you're seeing this, please subscribe to my channel because I got much more content that I'll be putting out on this channel. So without further ado, let's hop into my top 10 fall winter fragrances from my collection. The first fragrance I want to talk to you guys about comes from the house of Mugler, and it wouldn't be a fall list, I'm pretty sure, if you didn't have at least one tobacco fragrance. I'm pretty sure some of you already know which fragrance I'm talking about, and that fragrance is Pure Havane. Put that right there. Pure Havane is a sweet honey tobacco fragrance with the main notes in the fragrance being honey, tobacco, and vanilla. To a lot of people, this is the pipe cherry tobacco fragrance of the fragrance community, and this one right here smells absolutely amazing. When you think, I know for people that's not as knowledgeable in fragrances, when you think tobacco, don't think nothing as far as like cigarette-ish type of a scent. This is much more better than that. This, yeah, it smells amazing in the air. This is a nice tobacco mixed with that Amen DNA. So you got that honey, you got the tobacco, vanilla, you got the nice patchouli. This one right here is a very good fragrance with very good performance. This lasts around 8 hours on my skin. I know there is talk in the fragrance community about maybe the newer bottles not being as well performing as the older bottles. And maybe it's the case, maybe not, I don't know. I do know that I have this a newer bottle, I believe. Now, I think it's actually one of those older limited edition bottles that I got. But regardless, this does still last a long time on my skin, and that is Pure Havane by Mugler. The next fragrance I want to talk to you guys about is a really nice, to me it's a nice, very sophisticated scent. It gets compared to another fragrance in the fragrance community, and that fragrance is Victor Rowe Spice Bomb, but this to me is not really close to Spice Bomb too much, and it kills Spice Bomb anyway in every category, and that is by Bulgari, and that's Bulgari Man in Black. Bulgari Man in Black is a warm, spicy, woody, sweet fragrance with the main notes in here being spices, rum, and leather. And this one right here smells very sophisticated. I know when it comes to Spice Bomb, like I said, the fragrance that this gets compared to, I don't think Spice Bomb, in my opinion, can be dressed up. I would say it's definitely more in the casual direction. If you go night out or clubbing, it would be really good. But this, I would say, is the refined older brother when it comes to this versus Spice Bomb. This one right here is really good dressed up to me. It smells like luxury, and I would say this has above average performance. I need to do more skin tests with this, but every time I've tested before, I haven't worn this too much, but normally when I have worn it, I get around 6 or 7 hours. If I can get that 8-hour mark, that's what I want out of a fragrance like this because of the ingredients that's in it, the fragrance notes. This one right here is really nice though. I do think this has got the potential to turn heads, and this is Bulgari Man in Black. We're staying with some more nice grown men, sophisticated style scents with my next fragrance, and this fragrance right here is the most inexpensive for sure in my collection, but by no means is it taking a hit in quality because this is insane quality for the price. A lot of people like to say that this fragrance is niche level quality for the price, and after me having this and wearing it, smelling it, I 100% agree with that. And that fragrance is from the house of Bentley, and this is Bentley for Men Intense. Bentley for Men Intense. Oh man. For me, it wouldn't be a fall winter list without having at least one boozy scent. I love boozy fragrances, just like how I love tobacco fragrances. And this one right here is a gorgeous rum-based fragrance. And some of the main notes in this is rum, leather, and incense. And this one, like I said, it's the most inexpensive on the list. You can find this for a great price. I'll leave link in the description so you can check out the description. This one is definitely more of a grown man fragrance. Actually, this gets compared to another boozy fragrance. And that's actually this one right here, CH Men Privé. These two get compared a lot. I mean, they're similar in the fact that they're boozy, but to me, they're not as close as people are saying. This is more whiskey and leather, kind of sweet. This is rum leather, kind of sweet, but more on the balsamic side as well, from the incense and benzoin. So this is the refined older brother to this. And this one right here, this is amazing performance. You will get around 8 hours on your skin with this. I know I wore this to work not so long ago, lasted the entire work day easily, and this actually got me a few compliments. I know for some people, if they was to smell this scent, they wouldn't think it'd be a good compliment getter, but I don't know. I'm about to do some more testing with this because the wearings that I've done with it, maybe only worn this 2 or 3 times, this is a good compliment factor. So that is Bentley for Men Intense. The next fragrance I want to talk to you guys about is the newest addition to my collection. This is a fragrance that it's very hard to get for a good price, that is. I know that when it comes to discounters, if you see this on discounters, I would get it because it's not going to be there that long, because a lot of people are going to be going to get it like I did. And this is from the house of Miyake, and this is Nuit d'Issey Pulse of the Night. Pulse of the Night, man, I love incense. I love a lot of notes. I say I love rum, whiskey, boozy fragrances. I love tobacco. I love incense, and that's what is really dominant in this. You got incense, you got tonka bean, you got vanilla. There's other notes in here as well, but those are some of the main ones that I can kind of say to you. Like how Jensen said in his review of this fragrance, check out his review, in-depth review. This is a complex fragrance to my nose, but it doesn't go through major changes. It's like subtle changes throughout the life of the fragrance. This does have really good performance. I do get 8 hours on my skin when it comes to this. I love the sweetness from the vanilla in contrast to the incense and the patchouli that's in here. Man, yeah, this is really quality for the price. And that's something I want to tell you guys about real quick, is the price. Get this on discounters. I got this for like maybe around $50-ish, I believe. Because this is hard to get, and I know people on eBay are trying to take advantage of that. Like people on eBay take advantage of Noir Ombre by Miyake. If you see this for over $100, I wouldn't get it unless you're just dying to have it, because if you are patient enough, you'll be able to see this on discounters for a great price at $50-something. Like how Jensen said in his review of this fragrance, it's a steal. So that is Pulse of the Night by Issey Miyake. The next fragrance I want to talk to you guys about, I have a little 50 ml bottle of this. I'm gonna have to get me an 100 ml bottle because I like this fragrance that much, even though I'm not even close to finishing this one. This comes from the really nice house of Guerlain, and this is L'Homme Ideal, but not the original, the Eau de Parfum Ideal. And I'm going to tell you something right now. This is going to be shocking to some people. This, to me, is the Tom Ford Lost Cherry killer when it comes to a cherry fragrance. No, this is not a clone of Lost Cherry, and that's really, it's not a clone, but they're similar. They are cherry dominant fragrances. With this one, you got cherry, I believe, cherry, leather, and almond. Yep, cherry, leather, and almond. Gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Another one that is really nice quality for the price. So, like I said, I was mentioning Lost Cherry, right? I'm only mentioning it for this reason. Right here, I have a very spot on. I've smelled Lost Cherry, so this is a very spot on clone to me. This is from Alexandria Fragrances, and this is Fructus Virginis, or Fructus Virginis. This to me is a 100%, or 99, I guess if you want to be technical. This is spot on to the actual Tom Ford Lost Cherry that you can find Saks, Mall, whatever. And it's a great scent, don't get me wrong, but L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum, I much prefer this scent. For it being a cherry dominant fragrance, the cherry and almond is to die for. I would say if you are a person that has smelled Tom Ford's Lost Cherry and you like it, but you don't want to pay that price, I would check this out, because I think that if you like that, you will also really like this. And to me, this is the better cherry based fragrance. That is Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. Great compliment factor and good performance as well. Ooh, this next fragrance. I am so happy that I have been able to start wearing this again. Cause I wore this today actually, similar to today. This is a fragrance that comes from Mason Martin Margiela, and I would say Big Beard Business, another YouTuber. Definitely check him out if you haven't. I would say he was the main one, I would say, to get a lot of people to notice this fragrance and try it out, and everyone told him they love it, giving him great feedback. Thanks for recommendation. I got this fragrance because of him, and now I'm gonna pass this one on to you guys see my video. This is by the Fireplace by Replica. Really nice bottle, as you can see. I love the juice. Let me see, let me get that focus. Yeah, so this one right here, like the name implies, this is like you are, how a lot of people say in the fragrance community, you're roasting chestnuts at a fireplace, open fire. This is so good. And it's unisex, by the way, so you women that maybe seen this video, you can rock this too. It's only in Sephora. If you don't want to blind buy this, I would check your local Sephora and see if they have the Mason Martin Margiela, the Replica line. There is another popular fragrance from this line, also called Jazz Club, and I may get that in the future too. That's also a great fragrance. It's another boozy rum tobacco fragrance, but I don't have it, so we're going to talk about By the Fireplace. And some of the main notes you're going to get in here: vanilla, chestnut, and gaiac wood. And this one, it's just, I don't even want to spray it, I kind of want to preserve. This one right here, if you are looking maybe for a nice date night intimate fragrance for your significant other, check this out. I would say this is easily one of the best date night fragrances on the market. You will see this fragrance again in the top 10 date night fragrances video. This one right here, it does last a long time. It's really cozy, it's inviting, it's warm, it's sensual, great performance. This is not, to me it's not a shouter, for sure. I could be wrong though. This eau de toilette concentration, so maybe it pushes out more than I'm thinking because of the alcohol content. But this is a gorgeous fragrance. You have to get your nose on this, and this is Replica by the Fireplace. The next fragrance I want to talk to you guys about, we're going to go back to Mugler, and this is going to be my favorite Mugler fragrance from the Amen line. So I've already talked to you guys about Pure Havana. It seems these two fragrances right here are always the ones that's talked about so much when it comes to Mugler, the Amen line. This is gorgeous. You will always see this talked about, Pure Havana. But That could be my favorite, maybe. It's tough, but for now, I want to say this is my current favorite. People in the fragrance community, y'all already know this fragrance. I love boozing, so we're gonna go with another boozy fragrance. Pure Malt. Oh my goodness, Pure Malt. So when it comes to whiskey, right? I told you guys. I mean, I've showed this twice now, so this is an honorable mention. Just honorable mention. Carolina Herrera, CH Men Privé. Honorable mention. You will see this fragrance in future videos. The reason why this didn't make it is because of this. Honestly, this is a much better whiskey fragrance to me. Better performance. This fragrance in the cool weather, or if you wear this on a night out, kind of going to the bars. Oh, this will be killer. This will be killer. There is much more talks about this one compared to Pure Havana when it comes to saying the newer bottles aren't as well performing as the older ones. I wouldn't look too much into it. I don't think it's going to be that noticeable. I really don't. This lasts around 7-8 hours on my skin, and it could even be longer. I know, I guess for the older bottles, people would probably get 10 hours plus. That's great, but still 7-8 hours is fine if you get a newer bottle. This one right here is a mixture of whiskey, malt whiskey with the Amen DNA. And this in the air. Oh, there we go. Yep. Oh yeah, so yeah. Definitely check this one out, but this could be blind buy worthy, maybe. This is Pure Malt by Mugler. Now, we're gonna start getting, let me see. My last three fragrances are all, I'm gonna show you, are all niche fragrances. I know I did say that Bentley for Men Intense to me is niche quality, but it's not a niche fragrance. You could even probably argue Post on the Night by Miyake is a niche quality. But let's go dive into niche fragrances, and you probably already heard this. For people that knows about fragrances, you already know what brand this is, you know what time it is, you know the bottle. This is from Mont. And this, another fragrance I got thanks to Big Beard Business. He didn't give it to me, but just he gives great recommendations. This is Oud Amazing. So, I'm not gonna try to move this bottle too much because I know this is gonna probably get annoying. But I swear, like other YouTubers, they can take this out. Let me see. I can't take it off. I just can't. Mine is a tester. I don't know if that matters. But anyway, let me kind of like that. Oud Amazing is a very unique fragrance. I can guarantee you when you put this fragrance on, I can almost bet 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get at least one person being like, what is that? Who's wearing this fragrance? It smells so different and so unique. This is oud, yes, but it's a fruity, sweet oud. And some of the main notes you got in this is fig, oud, and vanilla. And there's a bunch of other fruits in here. You also got an underlying powderiness from orris root in here. This is strong as hell though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This, to me, is like a beast mode-ish type fragrance. I'm not even gonna spray this right now because it's gonna fill up this entire room. Easy. Oh, there it goes. I would say don't overspray this. If you're interested in getting this or getting something that's more different, that's more unique, and me describing this, it's like, oh, I may want to check this out. Blind buy first, because this is not gonna be for everybody. Don't overspray this. This is strong as hell. 3 or 4 sprays. Some people may say three max. You can maybe try a 4th one, but you gotta give it time to dry down before you leave the house, for sure, 100%. Because you may choke people out if you overspray this. I think if you overspray this, you're choking people out. So you can find this for a good price as well. This is Mont Oud Amazing. The next fragrance I want to talk to you guys about, another niche fragrance. Last three I'm talking about are niche. And this is a fragrance that I wanted to get. Actually, you know what? Give me a second. I gotta show you the comparison. Okay, I'm back. So I wanted to show you something as far as comparison. So the next fragrance I want to talk to you guys about comes from the house of Tiziana Terenzi, niche house, and this fragrance is Orion. Look at, well, I could focus it if I wanted to, but it's more on my face. But this comes in a gorgeous bottle, really heavy cap. So this one right here gets comparisons to Creed Aventis, but the smoky batches of Aventis. Here's what I'm gonna say. I have never smelled a smoky batch of Aventis, but I wanted that. I love the smoky batch, like smell, like the smoky Aventis DNA. So I wanted a smoky type Aventis smell for the cooler weather. Because, for example, I've got Emperor Eau de Parfum for the spring summer. I could wear this year round if I want to, but I'm wearing it spring summer because I have this for the fall and winter. This to me, oh man, this to me is a niche. This is gonna sound crazy. This is a niche version of this. So a lot of hate comes in the community, fragrance community, for this fragrance. This is our Mauve Club and Wheat Intense Man, clone of Aventis, more so about the smoky batches of Aventis. So if you take out, to me, if you take out the lemon in this, and you add much more smoky elements like incense, then you add thyme, cedarwood, oud to that already Aventis DNA, this is what you get. This is, it's way more complex, and the pineapple to me is more natural smelling than what you can find in the current Aventis bottles. This is an extract de parfum, and it performs as such. It lasts a long time on my skin, and it projects a good amount off my skin. It's not as close to the skin as you would think for it being an extract de parfum. It does push off pretty well. So that's Tiziana Terenzi, and this is Orion. The last fragrance I want to talk to you guys about, this was a blind buy for me, but I knew I was going to like it based off my knowledge of fragrance notes. This is my baby. I got this for a really good price. Last fragrance comes from the house of Parfums de Marley, and this is Carlisle. So for some of the main notes that I believe that's in here, that I smell, I definitely smell patchouli. I smell patchouli. I would say the dominant notes is patchouli, Popanax. In the dry down, I get the vanilla more. I can smell the vanilla more and more. So vanilla, I would say through the opening, you get a really nice green apple note. I know other people in the fragrance community or YouTubers say that this is like a mixture of Parfums de Marley's Leighton and Harriet, like the mixture, and you get this. I mean, that's a good way to put it. It is. I can see why they say that. So this smells great. I'm so happy that I have this, and this is Parfums de Marley Carlisle. So I'm hoping that my video wasn't too long. I'm gonna be doing some cutting. I'll get better at managing how long I want the video to be. But for this being my first video, I'm very excited. Those are the top 10 fall and winter fragrances in my collection. So that's all I got for you guys today. This is my first video. Please subscribe to the channel to see more content I got planned in the future. Share this with your friends. And that's all I got for you. Till next time.